Hello everyone, I'm the PI for our NSF RINGS project for the joint sensing, communication, and the edge AI. So the first research question we have in our project is how we can do the joint sensing and the communication. So existing 5G base stations, you have the different antennas, you have the radios, but they can only do the communication. So that's why we want to say, can we using the radio, not only do the communication, can also do the radar sensing, because they are only also using the radio signals. So that's why we propose a joint sensing and communication systems by using essentially the same hardware, the same radio frequency band, so that the same system can be used for communication and the sensing. So in the first part, what we design is we leverage the wideband radio, software-defined radio. So existing software-defined radio we searched only has 20 meg, is not sufficient for 5G communication. For radar sensing, they need hundreds of the bandwidth. So the first research solution we have is to develop a software-defined radio front end with MIMO antenna. They can tunable in the sub 6 gig, so that we can have a wide frequency band. For example, our current system, we have the software-defined transceiver. Actually, in the communication mode, we can reach 200 meg. In the observation mode, we actually can potentially using this observation mode used for radar sensing. And our observation mode can reach to 450 meg. That's sufficient for the radar sensing. So that's why using our custom baseband transceiver and our MIMO antenna with 9 all-in-one antenna and the noise amplifier inside. So together, we become a software radio front end, can do sensing and the communication. So what we have is we have the 9-in-1 MIMO antenna with the low noise amplifier through the SMA cable go to the radio transceiver. This is has the 2x2 transceivers. Then inside this transceiver, we go through the high-speed JSD 403B interface, go to the ADC, then go to the Intel's high-speed FPGA, then we go to the edge AI computers. Here we're using NVIDIA's embedded GPU as the AI processor. So in addition to the wideband system that we presented, we also have a very small version. That's the narrowband system with Xilinx, the FPGA. So currently we can make the both system work from getting the data from the radio to the ADC to the FPGA, then to our host computer. We can make the analog device, I/O oscilloscope working, and also make the Pi SDR working. So in Pi SDR, we can write everything in Python, like communication, radar sensing, all things, all in Python. In addition to Pi SDR and the I/O oscilloscope, our narrowband system also works with the MATLAB communication toybox. We make our narrowband system with Xilinx FPGA, link the MATLAB communication toybox. Then we utilize this communication toybox to transmit the LTE signals and receive the LTE signal. The narrowband radio system also works with GNU radio system. Now we can do the communication test using this two narrowband radio devices. So we are currently working to try to make the wideband system works with MATLAB communication toybox and the GNU radio communication toybox. In the future, after we finish this, we also want to interface our wideband radio with the SRS-RAN. That's the open source 5G project. So the second question we have is for autonomous driving scenarios, single sensor in the autonomous vehicle has very limited coverage. See, for example, in some busy traffic intersections, so if we can fuse in the LiDAR in the traffic intersection and the LiDAR in the autonomous vehicle, can we have a better coverage and improve the reliability of the sensor? For the fusion for this vehicle's sensor view and the infrastructure sensor view, we developed our own deep learning models to do the fusion of this sensor data at different view angles. Different from the existing 3D detection models, that the sensor data input is fixed. We designed the custom layer so that the sensor input can be dynamic. Sometimes you have the infrastructure's view to do the fusion, sometimes you don't. Then based on this infrastructure views assistance, we train over model and we can demonstrate the average precision improvement. This two figure shows the average precision improvement in using the bird's eye view or the 3D view angle. There are around 40% improvement in some of these class types. In addition to utilize the camera and the LiDAR in the vehicle and in the infrastructure, we also perform the multimodal sensor fusions using our autonomous driving sensor unit testbed in our lab. We can perform LiDAR fusion, camera fusion, and the radar detection. And we do all the things integrated into our 3D detection framework, and we open sourced in this link. So together, so you can see we have sensing, radio, and communication all together, including LiDAR sensing, camera, studio camera view, and we have another small AI processor inside this box. Then to cooperate with this bigger edge computing box. So we become our edge computing platform for the future joint sensing and communication platform.